Greetings. Hello, Andrew. Hello. At least one has turned up. Greetings to just one of you. Thank you. And it's been a long time between drinks. A long time. Why am I here? Why am I saying what I'm saying or telling you? Well, it'll all come clear in this live stream. I have embarked on a journey myself of discovery. I've been on my channel or channels, plural, because I've been doing stuff for shit, and I'm still doing stuff and shit, good shit as well, getting my life sorted out, and g'day, Pete. Thank you. Hello. So I thought I might just give this a go. It's not really telling a story, Andrew. It's not really telling you. It's telling you the basics of why I want to be here, telling you what a story is and what a story isn't. What is the structure of a good screenplay and a good script? Being the three-part act script, and then where I'm headed in that vicinity. And it's going to take a long, and extremely long time for me to get there, but I'm loving every minute of it. And I will be telling you my opinions on AI, and here is just a little taste. If you can bear with me, this is a voice recording. It comes from Matthew McConaughey. It's a little bit long, but you might enjoy it. This is about AI, which there have been discussions upon discussions, good and bad discussions, where the industry is being taken with AI, especially film, and especially the mapping out of editing and the mapping out of film. And it's not all bad either. But anyway, I'll leave you with this for a bit. I'll come back.
To this week, man.
Well, I'll still be here. So hopefully you can hear that.
Some of my thoughts on AI. You see, this week I spent a few days in San Francisco at Dreamforce, and most all the talk is about AI. Lately, I've been getting a lot of questions about it. You know, am I optimistic or pessimistic? How will AI impact creativity and artists? How do we use AI to evolve, not revolve or devolve? So, AI is a big mirror that we are holding up to ourselves, but it's still only a reflection. Unlike us humans, though, AI does not have a moral compass of good and bad. It doesn't care. It doesn't feel. We do. But we are creating it in the questions we ask it. The answers it gives us will reflect our own values and our own blind spots. Now, truthfully, I'm actually excited about AI. The possibilities, the scale, the speed, a whole new way to learn, to create, to connect. If AI takes on the jobs that we don't love or have to do anymore, it will supposedly give us more time for ourselves. Well, I ask, time to what? Time to learn more, investigate more curiosities, attend more of our children's hobbies in person, take a few more swings at succeeding, fail more, grow more? Or will the extra time that AI gives us just give us more time to be more productive at the same task AI just gave us more time off from? What and how will we use this time? It's a great question. Now, these days, we've got more tools that supposedly make us more productive in less time, yet somehow we seem to be racing against time more than ever. And that math just doesn't add up. AI may hand us more time, but it's on us and our bosses to turn those quantifiable hours into qualifiable occasions. I'm also curious about what AI can do to help us understand ourselves better. What can AI teach us about ourselves? For instance, in the process of me sharing more of my work with AI and asking the right questions of it, I'm looking forward to learning more about myself. But I am cautious as well. What worries me most is the line between fact and fiction, because it's getting thinner every day. And we're living on exaggerations, selling so many illusions as reality, so much virtual as evidence. And I don't have a problem with the virtual. I just want to know when I'm in it. I don't think that's asking too much. I'm also slightly scared that we've lost an agreed upon moral bottom line of our expectations for how we as humans interact. Belief in a higher power, a place to pursue our own divinity, feels more digital than spiritual these days. And as we bow to the digital gods we've created, we risk giving them the reverence we once reserved for something higher, more transcendent, more godlike. Now, what about creativity and problem solving? Look, what comes out of AI can be quite impressive. We gotta admit that. But my hunch is there's a great unknown value that only comes from the sweat equity of creating, thinking, rewriting, wrestling with an idea until it becomes something alive. Eureka moments of finding a solution, critical thinking, having a breakthrough, and cognitively working our way to an intended destination. Look, we got to remember, AI is only a prompt tool. The questions we ask it are as or more important than the answers it gives us. The algorithm can tell us what we want, but art is often about giving people something they didn't know they wanted, something they maybe needed but hadn't named yet. AI is also a trust revolution, an opportunity to recreate and restore our own image. And as I said previously, like it or not, we are looking in the mirror, folks. Will we like what we see? Well, we're in the midst of finding out. Just keep living, folks. Talk to you next week.
And that is from Lyrics for Living, Matthew McConaughey's YouTube channel. Quite interesting because I've heard, and we'll get back to the AI discussion later on, but it's quite interesting where an actor comes from and where YouTubers are talking about. Anyway, okay, here we go. Okay, this is not about telling you a story, but telling you what is going on in the industry. In my opinion, I'm doing all this on my own. I haven't got anyone here to actually say their opinion or give their opinion. I'm here on my own, sitting in my room. I've got nothing behind me, no toys, no posters, no nothing, just the bare necessities, as Blue said in the jungle. No, just me here and nothing behind me, nothing. Okay, so what have I been doing? Well, and I'm going to explain it now. I'm going to tell you in the basicness of the basicnesses. That is with my whiteboards here. So here we go. Okay. So I've been working on 2 projects. I won't tell you about them because if I tell you about them, they won't eventuate. It's something in my psyche. I tell people what I've been doing, what getting to be, what I've been doing, or over the years that my creativity, scripts or story-wise, then it's hard to explain, and then it never eventuates. So I don't tell anybody about what I'm doing for projects. Excuse me. What I'm doing for projects, I'm just going to say, I'm going to say what I've been preparing to do. So, and I will explain to you that I've talked to a good friend of mine who is a filmmaker, is an actor, and is a screenwriter here in New Zealand. He's given me some pointers. And if you want to go and make a good film or short film, then maybe you've got some more tools, or maybe you know the tools that you want and have still. You may want to actually use a little bit more. That take my advice or don't take my advice, kind of thing. So there we go. Yeah. So anyway, so here we go. Here's the thing, right? I've been working on a 3-act structure, which is basically simple, right? It's basically simple. Hey man, Mr. B. It's basically simple. It's an act 1, 2, and 3. Right? Okay. So the first one is, if you can see that, it's mirrored. So it's 1 act. So it's act. It's, I don't know how to turn this around on this restream, but it's act 1, scene 1. Okay. So, but in the middle, it's got the catalyst, right? Catalyst. Some scripts use this format. Have act 1 catalyst. If I give an example, a James Bond film, right? So he does a mission, that's the catalyst, and then when he's finished that mission, that catalyst, it is then goes into the main film. Scene 1 starts at scene 1. So that's the description. Okay, all right. On to the other mirrored thing, and that is the crux of a film and screenplay, right? That is act 2. All right, it's damn bloody mirrored. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Act 2, the majority of the story. So that is it's your story arc. That's where your character's going. That's where you set up the characters and locations and what have you. So, and that's the majority of the film. So that's the heart of the beast. Okay, so that's basically it. So, okay, and then we are setting up the 3rd act. So the 3rd act goes into the now this has been explained to me and taught by teachers. Going the 1st act and the 3rd act are similarly the same size. Okay, right. So then you got act 3, going into the conclusion, and then you go down, more story, then conclusion. Sorry, the resolution of the characters, where they come out being a happy ending. Not necessarily the case these days. And I'll explain. I'll give you an example. And then conclusion, and then end credits. So that's the basics of a screenplay or a script. TJC. So yeah, I know. Yeah, it's I don't know how to do it on the restream. Morning, Terrence, Terry. Anyway, so there we go. Oh, my phone's just fell. So that's the crux of the of a skeleton of what you start with, right? Of what I start with. So I start with an act, but also the important thing is to remember a good film or a good TV program starts with an idea. So that idea may be a great television series that I thought, in my opinion, was Andor. A great idea. It piggybacks Rogue One, and also it is piggybacks Star Wars. Fantastic. It used locations. It used the hang on. Good morning, Terry. It used the locations. It used the studios in good effect, and Tony Gilroy got um, a great story out of it. So, yeah, sorry, that was a great idea to actually fit upon what Rogue One did, and went further back and had a great idea. It was the story of Andor and the beginning of the plans to get to Leia. So there we go. But it was really rawly told, and that was the idea that Tony Gilroy had. He worked off that, and I thought it was brilliant. That's my opinion. Is my opinion. So that's a good storyline. Sorry. Mirror your screen, Pete. Yes, I know. I'm gonna have to do that the next one. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. This is only the third time I'm using Restream. So yeah. I'll figure that one out next time. When and if. Next time. So there we go. Yes. Say that. I say that twice. Anyway. So too many ums. There we go. So storyline, the arc, and a good idea. Right. Every every director, every storyteller comes up with a good idea and starts off doing that. Right? He might do it himself, like George Lucas did the prequels himself. He wrote it himself. He actually, and he's a technical director. He wasn't a actor's director. So there, when you saw Irving Kershner direct Empire Strikes Back, he was an actor's director, and a technical director. So you can have both. So he knew how to get the emotions out of an actor better than George Lucas. But there you go. Yeah, it's cheaper for me. Mind you, I've got the free one, but it's cheaper for me. I mean, StreamYard got so expensive, TJC, so now I use this because it would be cheaper if I paid for it. But that's another story. See, so that's why I'm using this. So yes. Great. So a little bit of examples. Now, what I said before, right? What I said before, that mainly stories, movies, TV come out with a good ending. Now, so not so for Rogue One, but it did really come out with a good ending when it finished Rogue One, right? But still, it was a really horrible and horrific, sad ending for Andor. And also, I gotta say, Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome, right? Thought it was going to be a happy ending. No, she ditched him in the bloody damn desert. Not really a happy ending. He had to survive again. Okay, and that was the third film of Mad Max trilogy. So, okay, now this can be fantastic to have this Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, because you can have it in huge trilogies like Lord of the Rings, of course, Star Wars, the prequels and the OTs, and Back to the Future, and not Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3, because 1 and 2 were better than the third one, I must admit. But so sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, right? So that's another discussion for conversation. You can have bad scripts, and basically you can have good scripts, right? As the saying goes, you can have bad scripts, good movies. Somewhat, you get what I mean anyway. Okay, so continuing on. Okay, so the idea comes with doing cool characters, right? Cool setups. It can be from a book if you're doing it. It can be from an idea that you've been working on, like I've been working on. Again, to say I've been working on two ideas, two screenplays that will probably never get done, but that's cool. Okay, it's my creative juices flowing, as they say. So, and to have that kind of feeling, it's great because I'm doing something. Okay, and I don't know where the point is going to, but I don't care. And then to establish, and it can really take a long time to actually get the characters you want, get the locations that you want, get the feeling that you want, and get the conflict that you need in a storyline. Get that going, and really even take it apart and then put it back together. Right. So I've been doing that in small little doses, small little steps, small little baby steps. Having fun with it. So the biggest really the biggest problem I'm having is getting more motivation. That's my fault. You see, right? Okay. Good. Got to have a really tough time actually reading that. Glasses. Sorry, Mr. B. I'm gonna have to get it really. My brother just. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sorry. I'm having a tough time actually reading that. So, I have the glasses up. Short. He was part of the Project Green Light contest. Oh, good for him. It's great. Fantastic. All for that. All for that indeed. Sorry about that, ladies and gents, or gents. Still can't read anything. I'm 54 years old and I need glasses. Freaking magnifying glass to actually read anything these days. Where have I? Yeah. So that's where I've been, and that's what I've been doing. I've been kind of clowning around on TJC's kind of streams, which was quite fun. I've been clowning around with Sabby's and side stream. Yes. So, but I'm still in the process of doing what I've been doing, and I'm having good fun doing it. Okay, that's cool. So in this industry, now there have been discussions. He met Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, and Jennifer Lopez. Oh, great! Oh, fantastic! Oh, fantastic! That's great. That's fantastic. Yeah, they give quite a lot of. They were like Robert Redford, may he rest in peace. Robert Redford, Ben Affleck, and Matt Damon give a lot of budding talent, new talent, room to shine, which is really good. So I think, and that's a great point actually, because I think in my opinion, I've actually discussed this before with somebody else, that I think with this AI, it's I think that it can be used as a tool for filmmakers, budding filmmakers, to use, not necessarily tell the whole film, but necessarily to use as a tool, as an editing tool, as a creative tool, and to tell the story. And I think that's where my head and heart lie with AI and directors. I think the independent circuit, being what it is, it's a thriving market, although in the economy it's not really thriving, but in the creativity it's thriving. I think that will kind of move on up a little bit more. Yes, we do have the franchises, but as I've heard in countless conversations, that Disney Plus, Bob Iger, has got a production agency fully for AI projects, and that means total. It could be total oblivion for actors. They're still around, but I think it'd be up to the directors and people behind the creative independent film, or maybe even the franchise film, to actually use AI as a tool. Which that's my hopes and my opinion. Sorry, TJC. I'll bring it back up. So read that better. You should try OBS. Yeah, could do that. Yeah, could do that. Thanks, TJC. I might have a look at that. So that's my opinions about AI. And I think, yeah, AI is tricky. It's got, if you've heard, and if you haven't heard, go back to what Matt was saying. There are pros and cons to doing this. There have been conversations about, and there's a couple of years ago, was it a couple of years ago? I don't know. There have been SAG-AFTRA strikes and WAG strikes because of the growing industry of AI might have an effect on the writers and the actors being obsolete. Now, it is in a creative state at the moment. Some people, if you want to, you can go to Deadline Hollywood, where there are two creatives who have using this as a creative tool to actually find out how to use it, and how filmmakers can use AI in a for their films, and not necessarily make a whole film. There was the creative on the AI actress that she's not fully developed yet. They are building actually a profile for her, even on Facebook. So it's not all doom and gloom yet. The thing that people should be worried about is the political side of AI. Now, I'm not going to say anything political, it's not me, but that's the fearful sense of AI, where that's going to lead, where that's going to go, right? So, and again, I'll say this, reiterating it, I think most of the directors who I think rely on actors and locations, or write their own scripts, probably will not use AI. They are, let's say, old school, but they will bring it into the lane of 2025, 2026, or they might use AI and use it as a tool. That's what I'm trying to say. I imagine that AI might take over all entertainment creations. Well, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, at the moment, Mr. B, there are the AI. There have to be creative people doing AI to actually further on the future. So there are people creating AI. So AI doesn't have a thought. It doesn't have feeling. It's just AI. It just does, right? It will not. It will. I really, really stress this is not doom and gloom, right? I don't think. That's my opinion. You can take it or leave it. I don't care. I watched an interview where they were saying that AI will definitely take over 28, 25% of jobs. Yes and no. It's only a slight margin, 25% slight margin, so it's not a huge percentage, right? But but if you're educated in how to using AI and how filmmakers are using AI, then you just have to be. I think you just have to be educated on how this is going to be used. I mean, you cannot get away from it. You cannot escape from it. It's here to stay, I'm afraid. So, um, and really, I don't think you're going to stop independent filmmakers doing what they do best and not using AI. That's my opinion. So, there is room for AI in film as a tool, not necessarily a whole film. There is a use of AI when it comes to pass, might be used as a full film. Yes, but there are creatives behind using AI in a good way. Yes, it's bad. It is bad in a sense. People losing their jobs. I feel for them. I do. Uh, but I don't think they will be obsolete. I really don't. That's my opinion. I'm not really concerned. Yeah. Oh. Mr. B, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to anybody. But make up your own mind. Um, uh, Look at the data. Look at the evidence. Look at what you want. Read up on it. Look at what people are creating. What companies for AI are creating. Look how you can use it as a tool. That's what I'm saying. Okay, you can talk about this until you're blue in the face. You can listen to Stu and Jim talk about AI and how Stu wants to go back to old school. Well, you're not going to go back to old school, I'm afraid. Okay, there'll be old school techniques that directors still use, but I'm saying the AI is here to stay. I'm sorry, it's an evolving market. Filmmaking is evolving all the time. Okay, it has been since Charlie Chaplin's days in the silent film, where Charlie Chaplin were using a crank film box camera, right, and then evolved from silent movies to talkies, and then to color, and color to Technicolor, to acting became a lot better. In comedies, you had, color became better in movies. Cameras became more, well, they were bigger, huge cameras on stilts. They became bigger, and then it just evolves over time, years, decades. Film cameras had VHSs in them, home cameras. I mean, there's filmmaking became in the 80s of TV shows, big TV cameras that were going on set, right? And they were huge, absolutely huge to cart around. And then they came streamlined. Editing equipment came streamlined. I mean, people use it at home now. They're using it at home, but back then it became small um, tapes for people to use, right? And then the industry got bigger, got more evolved again with red cams coming into it, and then RE Alexas came into it, which I used, which was really good, big, bulky, but they were digital, so you had everything there. You could do in-camera shots. You can do slow motion shots in camera, but it was digital. They got rid of little tape, right? And from the 90s, right? And then the editing equipment, I tell you, Mr. B, I really tell you, I was editing as a student back home in Nelson on what they called a hard drive. You stuck this big, bulky steel thing in a TV slot, kind of VHS type kind of thing. This small little bubble TV, right? And then you had to roll to edit, roll, cut, roll, cut, roll, cut. So it was analog kind of style editing. And now you get you can come home with and edit with Premiere, right? Premiere Pro, and use After Effects. You can use Final Cut, which I did. Excuse me again. Final Cut. So, and it's evolving again. You get little editing software on your phone. So it's the evolvingness and the of directors using state-of-the-art digital equipment. I mean, James Cameron, Jono, it's going to come up. The stream is AI, probably. And then it keeps evolving, it keeps on stretching, it keeps on moving on. And in a good way, it's good. In a bad way, it's bad. But at the moment, I'm trying to say, and I'm going to say there's a hope. I hope directors out there, filmmakers, actors will not feel obsolete. They can actually AI as a tool and for the editing process. I don't think actors will be a loop per se at the moment, but again, it's an evolving wheel that just keeps on rolling and rolling and rolling. You can't escape it, I'm afraid. Again, broken record, but you can't. So Question. Sorry. Try to read it. Sorry, I just wait till it comes back up, John, because I'm having difficulty reading. Difficult reading anything at the moment. What's battery power? Okay. Okay. So. Hang on. Okay. Cool. Okay. In my opinion, the tech for making movies and TV shows has gotten so good, but the writing has gotten so much worse. Yes. Basically, yes, in some cases, but I think that falls on who you're hiring and what franchise that you are working for, and what producers in the independent film market, not so much. Anyway, so that's. Okay. Somebody I got an email. It's not for me. Yep. Very slow, isn't it? Fine. Yeah, yeah. DC. Anyway, funny enough, my battery on this computer is running out very fastly. So to cap it off, I might not be around because I'm doing what I want to do because I'm selfish like that. So maybe this one will be one and done. I've given my piece. Keep the conversation going with everybody about around the community or your friends. If you want to actually roll this back and see what my opinion is, you don't have to. You don't take it. I don't fucking care. I really don't fucking care. To be quite honest with you, that's just my opinion. I want my 2 cents in with this because in some people's area, they're talking about this, and really they're not in the industry. Now, Mr. B, you might have some insight because you said that someone is talking to Ben and Damon about filmmaking. That's fantastic. You've got more of an insight than anybody, and including myself in this as well. So you've got, somebody who's got a foot in the door. Fantastic. I think that's wonderful. We need new directors, young new directors coming up anywhere in the world, telling their stories, telling the good stories, having a good screenplay, having good characters, having good locations. And that's what we need independently. From my opinion, I'll leave you with this. I think that's going to come up more and more over the years for the market. Not in economically though. Economically, because of, I don't want to get political, because of the tariffs and the constraints that have been put on movies at the moment with the economics around it, which is quite bad in a way. I'm not going to explain it because I haven't really got the full inside information about that, so I won't kind of talk about that. I've just mentioned it, but I won't talk about it. And really, I think I think again the independent market is going to a lot more franchise. Yes, I do agree with you, John. I really do agree with you. The franchise thing has got to actually wake up to themselves, start making better storylines, start making better films. They've got all the technology, stop all the voices, try and hire people who have got those stories in them, who know about those stories, and tell make a great film from those franchises. That's so you're right about that. We need good storytellers. It's not too late to have good storytellers. It's not too late to have new directors coming out and doing independent. They don't have to go to franchise movies, right? Okay. I did actually hear a storyline, a story about Taika Waititi, the rise and fall of Taika Waititi, where they've gone, right? Okay. The guy was telling us of Taika Waititi because of Thor: Love and Thunder, right? It wasn't good at all. He's done one movie after that, and it wasn't a success at all. And Michael Fassbender in it, soccer. That was a true story, and it flopped big time. So he's gone from our movie screens. He's gone from that process, all right, and he's gallivanting around with his new wife. That's all I can say. So I'm all for and support of. Sorry, I'll go back. Go back. Hang on. I'll go back. I'll go back. I'll go. Sorry, Mr. B. Just trying to actually. Anyway. Sorry, Mr. B. Oh my God. I'm terrible at this. Before the person, sorry about that, Mr. B. I'm fucking terrible with names sometimes. And all the best for him, and all the best for his project, and I hope it goes well. And I really do. Big support, and him meeting up with Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and getting his movie out and telling his story. Fantastic, love that. Critical Drinker. I just did a really cool breakdown of Taika. Okay, don't watch Critical Drinker. I don't. Anyway, thank you for this. Again, I reiterate it like a parrot. I'm doing. I may not be back at all doing live streams or the P.G.M show. Thank you. I'll definitely pass it on. Oh, that's cool. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's really up to you. It's great. Thank you. If I do come back, it'll be in a conversation or something that I want to talk about, but it will be few and far between. Thank you to Jonathan, Mr. B, and Andrew come in, Andrew from KOC, and thank you to TJC as well for popping in, Zombie for popping in. Thank you very much. Cool. Surprise stream beat. Thanks, Johnny. Jono, you're a good man. You're a good man. So Never. I'll probably keep you posted to tell you what I'm doing, where I am, and that's about it. I will post my. I will put up videos of when and if I get on stand up. It's been few and far between. Hopefully, I get a gig this coming month. I haven't heard from anyone for that, but that'll go up. Won't be a live stream, of course. I'll just pop one up when I get on stage and do a performance. Anyway, it's been great. It's been fantastic. Streaming this morning, and yes, it was great. Oh, thanks, Mr. B. Thank you very much. Sorry about me trying to read the damn bloody thing. I need glasses, and I need the magnifying glass to actually read these things. Bloody terrible. Might be the color and the font. It could be. What's that? Sorry. Best of luck to you, Pete. I hope you success. Oh, thank you very much. Like I said, Mr. B, I'm doing it in baby steps. Probably too much baby steps. I have this real freaking problem of doing things really slowly. Too slowly. It's like I'm an anorexic sloth. For New Zealand standards. So I need to get my A into G a lot more for things that I want to do. I just want to give a shout out to my friends over there in the UK because I want to. I want to give a shout out to the SR boys. They should have been cancelled ages ago. Just joking. And the Tump Tumpers, and shout out to all my UK friends and all Ireland friends and all Australian friends and all American friends over there. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are keeping well, and go out there and make somebody smile or laugh or both. Thanks very much. Maybe it's still moving forward. You'll find Jordan. Thank you. Yes, that's great. Good advice. Yes, yes, advice. Fantastic advice. I'm fine with them. That's fantastic. Great, fantastic. Thank you. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Good night.